like your heart being a sunbeam itself, the sun on your face, even when it's cold out, just light and reminder that it's always there. And that even when it's storming, the sun comes back out. Even when it's nighttime, the sun comes out in the morning. And light, 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 light. Like that's just what I was hearing is light, being a carrier of the light, remembering that light is actually all that there is, illuminating truths, clarity, ideas, what's coming for next year. Yeah, the sun being in this reading just really feels like it's wow, like the light is here always. Okay, and then the last clarifying card of the tarot was the Ace of Cups, which has everything to do with more newness, more creative ideas, and an overflow of emotions and energy. This also felt really resonant for me personally, just because I've been really feeling literally my cup like runneth over with both emotions and feelings and all the spectrum of it, right? Like happiness, joy, excitement, grief, confusion, just all of it happening at once. And at the same time with ideas, visions, opportunity, inspiration. This whole reading is literally like foundation, set, take care of your body. And then it's like light, creativity, move with it, reflect, celebrate. Remember that you are the sun, that you are the light. You're always the light. You're the light for yourself. And you are the light for yourself first. And that is what really allows you to be the light for others. And yeah, often when I feel into the Omis community and just this whole Out of Our Minds world, all of you, the listeners, this whole collective, the people who are really leading with their consciousness first, I just see us all as such powerful, bright light beings. And seeing us all have almost like the little candle of our consciousness that we carry around that illuminates things for others. And yeah, whenever you feel that you are just in a part of the path that is a little bit unknown or sketchy or confusing, you are the light, you are the light, you are the light, you're the light, period.
Oh, wow. I can really feel like the emphasis on the grounding and the joy as an expander and also a grounding force. Because it does feel like I'm just sensing that there's like so much change happening and I can see it happening in waves. And I'm like feeling into the huge shifts that so many of us have already gone through at like the beginning of the year, middle of the year. And it feels like we're being gifted this opportunity to be both holders of the light and expand upward, but to ground that energy so far down.
Yes.
To also be the light for the next wave of change that is to come for other people and maybe for ourselves. But it feels like I'm like getting this picture of like this ocean with these waves, and you can probably sense for yourself, guys, like tune into when you had a wave this year that felt like, oh my God, like you went up, you crashed down, you expanded, you grew. And I just can feel like with this 9 year, there's like a closing out. But with that is like a big, like a sweep of change and waves that are kind of just like bringing us along for this journey of closing ties and starting new chapters. And it's almost like we are being gifted this opportunity to like ground down and be the light for others.
Yeah.
And I can sense that like the end of this year, it's just going to feel like, okay, yes, like what you're saying is going to hit even more, because that like being grounded and anchoring in that light, knowing that all is okay, it just feels like an important message.
Yeah. Yeah. Something you said about this, like reaching up and bringing it down and that balance of above and below, upper chakras, lower chakras, all of that feels, I feel like a lot of us, that's what we learned how to master this year, or we're like, a lot of people are getting there. They're like, oh, this is epitome of balance and is bringing higher visions, higher consciousness, but actually grounding it and really making it be felt. And yeah, just like the symbology of that is so freaking beautiful. Actually, the earrings I'm wearing are literally a symbol of it's called a Hoku symbol, and it's literally like bringing like higher consciousness and higher realms down to the earth to like integrate them.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's literally the energy of what you just described. And I'm just seeing with, you know, the help of like these animal images of the goat and the pelican, of just this like, yeah, what you're doing with your arms there, of the flow, that water like essence of it, but even just like the up to down, grass to sky. And that's the definition of what we're doing with, you know, the new paradigm, the new earth, whatever you want to call it, just creating our reality from this place of holding visions, but realizing those are as real as the table in front of you, and that you're here to bring it through the body. And that's why there's so much focus on caring for our bodies and loving on our bodies and slowing down. And actually, I want to shout out something I heard one of our listeners, Hannah Elrose, share in a reel once. And she was like, feeling into bringing your body down to the pace of the earth,
Mm.
and this idea of slowing down to the pace of earth and to Mother Gaia, and this very regulating energy that you can bring in when you just tune yourself to earth and you have reverence for her, which means reverence for your body, for the physical.
It's really beautiful. As you were saying that, the trees outside were blowing in the wind in like a very majestic, gentle way. And I was feeling into that synchronization. Yeah, it's really powerful. That's like one of those lines that you hear and it just sticks with you.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, wow. This is very, very similar to what I was tapping into and the cards that I got. Uh, I'm going to just intuitively riff and then I'm going to tap into the cards. And then after I share my message, we can go into maybe a little bit more of what we're feeling. But we've been talking so much about us kind of exiting out of this almost like the cocoon hermit mode where we were just focusing on the healing and the expansion. And we've been tapping so much into this with all the podcast episodes that we've been releasing, with the artist that's emerging and the co-creator. And I literally feel like this knowing of what we're tapping into is expanding right now. Like I'm getting even more clarity on what this really means. But there are waves of awakening that are going to be happening for people. And I just want you guys to think about like how that felt when you were going through your initial awakening. We're being gifted this beautiful opportunity to take all of the higher wisdom that we've tapped into and literally bring it into the 3D. And that's why the body is such a strong medium for that. And it's like you can't do that without the body.
Mm.